Hey guys, today I'm working with a Whirlpool washer and electric dryer, and I've got this washer going ahead, filling up. Now it's going to auto sense the load, goes through a few different cycles. But what I'm going to show you on here is if you're standing here testing it yourself, is that agitates good, of course it fills up all the way, drains the water out, and that final spin cycle is nice, smooth operation. All things you'd look for. Of course, the washer gets a 28-point inspection, the dryer gets a 22-point inspection, everything electrical, mechanical, it all gets checked and it all has to work perfectly before it gets listed up for sale. That way you know it works good when it leaves my care here. So I've got this pretty heavy load, jeans and towels, so we'll let it go ahead and fill up. And like I said, it's going to do some sensing on the load, and then we'll just kind of check back with it. I bypassed the lid switch just by taking it off here and putting it down in here. So typically this lid would be locked and you'd not even be able to open it. So we'll come back. Okay, so we're still on the fill and censoring portion, which so it is actually stopped a couple times, add a little bit more water, but it's got full submersion on there. And then once it's done with that sensing, it'll kick over into the wash cycle. Then it moves through rinsing. So the next step is I'll show you that all the water drains out. And then of course we'll look at that final spin cycle. So for the sake of time here, we'll go ahead and pause it and let it move through over to the wash portion. Okay, made it through the wash portion. I'm here draining the water out. Then next it'll kick into a spin to help get that water out, and then into the rinse cycle. Alright, so like I said, into the rinse cycle, the lid switch is on, so the door would be locked if I hadn't moved it. It's doing its first spin, which helps get the soapy water out, and then it'll go through its actual rinsing, agitating, all that. So you can see the first spin, nice and smooth. Alright guys, and we are on that final spin cycle. And if it looks like those LEDs are flashing, they're actually not. I'm looking at it and it looks like they're flashing. I don't know if that's just a camera trick or what, but they're actually not flashing, they're solid. And we've got it on spin cycle. It's spinning at full speed, so open that up and show you. Nice smooth spin. Sounds great. Best thing about it spinning so fast is it gets a lot of water out of the clothes, cuts your drying time in half. And really that's going to be it. It'll do this cycle a couple of times where it'll stop, kick the drain on, and then spin again just to get max water out of those clothes. So go ahead and let it finish up and I'll show you the dryer. Alright guys, now we've got a Kenmore Elite electric dryer. It's in like new condition and it's got tons of options here. Of course you can check out the pictures and the ad for more of those details. But for now, I'll just show you, I got the clothes moved over. And those clothes, of course, being in that HE washer, came out nice and light. So the dry time's gonna be nice and fast. We'll just do time dry, high heat, hit go. As you can see, it's got nice smooth operation. Sounds great. Of course you can hear the clothes tumbling around in there, but what you want to look for is anything off balance, any thumping or anything like that. Then I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to be. Got a surface temperature gun. Essentially whatever is right in between those two red dots, that's what it's going to measure the Fahrenheit temperature at. So kind of see a difference here between the top of that dryer and the floor. Pretty hot out here. Go ahead and open this up. Right inside the heating element tube. You see plenty of heat coming out of that tube there. Now the inside of your dryer is going to get anywhere from 95 to about 195, just depends on what you have the heat setting at. But this tube can get all the way up to about 300 degrees the longer you let it run. So sometimes I shoot this in there and it's already at 300 degrees, and that's what can cause these grates here to discolor a little bit. I get that question a lot. That's totally normal, nothing wrong with that at all. But there again, like I said, the inside of your dryer, the metal in here is only going to get up to about 195. But if you have delicates or anything like that, you can of course adjust all of that. You can even go down to an air dry where there's no heat at all. So we'll let that finish up. Go ahead and get these listed for sale. If you have any questions, please reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thanks, have a great day.